Is it live? I think it's live. Hello, my friends. Welcome to our discussion of all things eyeshadow. I am so excited about this chat. I just barely made it on the wire. Like I was like running up the steps. I didn't even get a chance to make a cup of coffee because I had to get here at 5 o'clock. So I'm really glad to be here at this later time on Saturday. And I am hoping that there are going to be a lot of people that are able to join us, even though I just made this go live. I'm hoping that people are here. I'm loading the window right now. Let's see if anybody is actually here. Probably not. So let's just go ahead and start talking about eyeshadow, even though I don't think there's anybody in chat yet because I like literally just made this like with the link. I don't even know if people are going to be notified yet. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Well, hopefully people will start showing up at some point. I don't know. I'm a little nervous. Oh, Beauty Hall 411 made it. Roxanne made it. Okay, I'm feeling better now that there's more people here. Oh my goodness. I was getting a little nervous. Okay, good. So what I've done is I've put a bunch of my palettes behind me, and these are just extra palettes. This is the M Cosmetics one. I never use this. I don't know why. It's actually a pretty nice palette. I don't know why. But I definitely want to talk about, I know, yay. Okay. Good. Tabitha made it. Leslie made it. All right, let's talk about some eyeshadow. So first thing I want to talk to you all about are, I don't know, what should we talk about? There's lots of good things to talk about. Maybe we should just dip into, I don't know. I had no plan. I was hoping there was already going to be conversation going. Hey, Maggie. Okay, let's go ahead and let's start with talking about the different Vice palettes, maybe. This is the new Vice 4 palette, and so far I'm really enjoying it a lot. I haven't even taken the plastic off of the mirror yet. That's how new this thing is. I've heard some negative reviews on this so far, but I'm really starting to like it. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Steph. All right. Oh, you want to see the M1 again? I will show you that. So let's pull that back out. This was the Life palette. And I got this during the holiday season right after it came out. And I wasn't sure whether I was going to get it because it was like $70 or something crazy. And then, oh, okay, you just have the reveal palettes. Roxanne says she just has the reveal palette. She's looking for some other palettes. We will definitely get into the reveal palettes. I have all three. So this was the M Cosmetics palette. And this, I mean, they were really nice shadows, but the bulky packaging and the little tiny pans, I don't know, it just kind of got me. The blushes are pretty nice, but I like the powder gets into the lip products. These are lip products over here. And it was just a really weird setup of a palette. So I don't know. And then there was a way that you could take these pans out. They gave you a little tool to pull the pans out, which was super cute. And then they gave a little side one, like a little small one that you could pull them out and put them into like a smaller palette if you wanted to, which was cool. But I don't know. I mean, the quality was good, but it wasn't anything so good that it was unforgettable. You know what I mean? It's just a very forgettable palette when it comes out. Let's see. Good evening, Emily. Never take the plastic off. It usually falls off after a while off the mirror. Maggie says, funny thing is I have so many high-end palettes. I'm obsessed right now with the simple $10 e.l.f. palette. Yes, those e.l.f. palettes are amazing. Hey, it's Christine Lee 314. She has a great channel. Click on her name. She's amazing. Elizabeth, Jen, I've been looking for drugstore transition shade that is preferably just in a single pan, not a palette. I've heard about the Milani Bella eyes. Anyone have any good suggestions? Okay, so this is where I'm going to start drowning in comments. So I'm going to try really hard to keep up. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just kind of pull this up so that I don't miss things. But if people start complaining that I'm not answering them, please let them know that I'm kind of going in order. So don't get mad at me that I'm going as fast as I can because we got a couple things going on. The e.l.f. palettes. Let's go into those real quick. I'm going to put my microphone down. These e.l.f. palettes are amazing. They're really good. I mean, for $10, I mean, they are definitely really good. The best one of all is, of course, the one that I don't have in my hand, and it's the nude one. The Need It Nude one is absolutely fabulous. I do have a full review. I'm trying to see if I can find the Need It Nude one. I do. It's right here. This one is absolutely amazing. I would compare this to my higher end shadows. These really are wonderful quality. They're very easy to use, very easy to blend. Definitely worth the price. Now these here are the same. This is the Everyday Smoky, which is there. My dog is barking. I'm hoping my kids will take care of it. Yes. Okay. Will you let the dog in, please? Sorry. Will you let the dog in? He's barking. Thank you. This is the Everyday Smoky palette. I really like this one a lot as well, but the lasting power on the other ones of these are not as good. This is my least favorite. This is the Party Ready, and it's definitely not as pigmented as it looks, so don't expect this to be a super bright palette at all. But it's really, really good quality. Of course, my son's down there yelling. I apologize. Mad for Matte. This one's also very good, but the lasting power isn't good. So if you're okay, what, baby? I'm in chat. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Oh my goodness. All right. So anyway, lasting power isn't very good, but if you, can we get through this chat? I don't even know. With the dog barking and everything. If you can get through the lasting power issues, the blendability and the usability of these is amazing. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can close the door. And then hopefully that will help with the loudness. All right. Hopefully. I'm crossing my fingers that it won't be so bad. Okay. So that's one thing. Yes, thumbs up on the e.l.f. palettes. I have a full review on my channel. If you click around, you will be able to find the e.l.f. review. Now, as far as a matte transition shade in an eyeshadow single, honestly, I don't have any. I would love to hear some suggestions. I don't know why my dog never barks. I have no idea why he's barking. I might have to go down there, which would be horribly sad to have to stop in the middle of chat to go down and get my dog and figure out why in the world he's barking. I think I'm going to have to. This really stinks. I am so sorry. Like, this is like a video that I was planning on using for like reference for later, and my dog is flipping out. If anybody comes in, just tell them I went to go get my dog, and I'll be right back. It's live. There's nothing I can do about it. Hold on a second. I got to figure out what's going on with him. Why are you barking? What is your problem? What is your problem? What are you barking at? Mom, I'm just so barking at. What is he barking at? There's a person back there. Knock it off here. Close this. Close this. Make him stop. I hope so. Hopefully he'll stop. Okay, I'm coming. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay, there was a guy gardening in my next door neighbor's yard, and like he's barking at the guy who's gardening. So I closed the blinds, I turned them up, so hopefully then that'll be done. I'm so sorry. Things happen, you know, it's running live. Okay, so single eyeshadows, and now I'm failing too because I don't have any like really good single matte shadows. The Bella eyeshadows really are amazing if you can find a matte one. That's the problem. So all the Bella eyeshadows I have are all shimmery. They're not matte. And for a nice transition shade, you're going to need a nice matte shade. So, all right. Okay. Moving on. Oh my gosh. And he's still barking. There's nothing I can do about it. He's barking at something that's a guy, and I can't even stop it. But I'm not going to kill chat. I'm not going to kill chat over it. It's not worth it. I'm so sorry, though. Okay, I'm going to stop apologizing. I'm just going to talk over it. All right, Daughter in Snow says, I love palettes, but I end up putting them under my sink and totally forgetting about them. Girl, where do you store these so you remember to use them? I have them in this drawer right here is where I keep my palettes. And then I keep my singles in a different drawer. But in my old house, before I had this, I had them. Why is he coming upstairs? There's nothing to bark at up here. Why is he coming up here to bark? It's a nightmare. I don't even know what to do at this point. Okay, I'm gonna keep going is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so that's how I remember to use them, is I have them right here. But in my old house, before I had the drawer system, I had them in Ipsy bags. And I just had different Ipsy bags for different purposes. That's the way I stored them. I don't know. That's what I did. Yep. That's what I did. Well, I had my products in Ipsy bags, but my palettes are my babies, so I never forgot to use my palettes, I don't think. Hi, Tina. Laura. Oh, my goodness, watching for the first time. Hi from Ireland. Hi to Ireland. Oh, my goodness, so good to see you in Ireland. Well, you're not. I can't see you in Ireland, but glad that you're here from Ireland. Steph's talking about how some of the eyeshadow palettes are amazing. That's awesome. Amanda says she likes my hair. Thank you very much. And Steph says the Bella eyeshadows are nice. I agree. Wet n Wild palettes are amazing. If you're looking for transition colors, definitely check out the Wet n Wild palettes. This one was limited edition, so I know you can't get this one anymore, but I definitely use some of these for transition. Let's see, this one here is a really nice warm transition color that I use a lot, but again, this one was limited edition, so I can't even really talk to you about that. But yeah, definitely check out the Wet n Wild palettes because they are very, very high quality. All right, let's see. All right, Maggie says, I have an app problem. I face the extra content. I have the extra content, hooray, but though I log in through Facebook, my iPad tries to get me to pay again. I would rather watch on the iPad. Do I need to cancel, sub, and resub? You shouldn't have to. Someone figured out the trick of how to do it on the iPad, and I don't know how they did it. What I can do is contact the app creators. Do me a favor, send me an email so that I don't forget to contact them and ask them what you should do. So Maggie, just send me an email at JenLuvsReviews@gmail.com and we will take care of it. Absolutely, Christine Lee, 314 on the shout out. You are amazing. All right, Megan Cole. I'm so happy that the chat was changed today. Sundays, I'm too busy. Good. I'm so glad that you're here. All right. Let's see. Hello there, world. It's me. Hello. Are the naked palettes really worth the money? They aren't cheap, but if they're worth it. Okay. I can tell you that this is the only naked palette that I own. This is the Naked 2. When I first started my channel, this is what helped me feel confident in doing eyeshadow, was this palette. And I can say that honestly and truly, like, these are very easy to work with. You can get a ton of looks from them. I can't speak from personal experience about the other ones, but I've heard that the other ones are similar, especially the original Naked palette. Some people really love the Naked 3. I've heard mixed reviews about the Naked Smoky, but some people seem to really love that. I think I definitely, my answer is yes, it is worth it. It's absolutely worth it. And I hate to say that it's worth it because they're expensive, but I would definitely say yes, they are worth it. I mean, I honestly, like, I'm trying to think, like, even the e.l.f. palettes, like, what you might want to do if you're really worried about it and you really don't want to spend that much, look at the Need It Nude from e.l.f. and see what you think of those shades. But then you're not going to get the same shade range as you do in a naked palette. So it's like, in that way, like, I feel like they perform similarly, but at the same time, you're not going to be able to get as many looks out of it, and it's not as easy to work with if you don't have as many choices, if that makes sense. So I would personally say invest in a naked palette rather than buying 10 drugstore eyeshadows, or, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's better just to go ahead and pay for something bigger that you love and that can use every single day. So that's my opinion on that. Hannah says, I'm new to chat. This is cool. Happy to be here. Happy to have you here, Hannah. Nikki, I have one of the e.l.f. matte one. It's good for the price. I don't like their baked palettes, though. I've never tried them. The Prism palette and the natural and neutral, I forget, looks like foiled shadows. I've never tried them, Nikki, but that's really good to know. All right. Jay Nesta. Hello. Hello. I don't know if people want me to say your real names on here or not, but I know Jay Nesta's real name, but I don't know if she wants me to say it, so I won't. Laura Foley, me first time. First time in chat, so glad to have you. Maggie says she likes the e.l.f. prisms. She's amazed with them. Tina Marie says this is her first time in chat as well, so good to see you. Tina is taking a break from singing tonight. She's supposed to be singing. She's singing tomorrow, but she got a chance. She's not singing tonight, so we got very lucky. We got to have Tina with us tonight. Kyra, hi everyone. First time able to make it, so happy to have you here, Kyra. Let's see. Yeah, Steph, I agree. e.l.f. is very hit or miss. I totally agree. Emily, anyone planning to get the Urban Decay Spectrum palette? It looks beautiful and the price is fair enough, but I've never gotten an Urban Decay eyeshadow. Is a good idea. I've heard wonderful things about the Spectrum palette. I did get the Vice 4 and I do really like it, but I've heard that the Spectrum's better than this one. So I've only used this once, but so far I'm really, really loving it a lot. Maggie says, have you heard that the prisms are better than the ones Jen just showed? I don't know anything about the prisms. I've never tried them. Kiki is here. Kiki Fernandez. Hi, Kiki. Kiki's awesome. She's always posting on the app all the time. Laura Foley says she can't buy Elf in Ireland. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh. Princess Violet, so happy that you are here. Miki Young says Makeup Geek has good transition shades. That's a really good point. Totally agree with that. And also check out Coastal Scents. Coastal Scents has really good, the hot pots. Sometimes they have sales where they're only $1 each. I think they're $2 each, regular price. But Coastal Scents has some amazing eyeshadows. That's a really good point. Good job on the Makeup Geek. Very smart. Dance party. Oh, dance party. I wish I had some music. We could totally dance party, but then I get in trouble for copyright for the music. So I'm so sorry to you that your dog is going crazy because of my goofy dog. All right, it just scooped up, so hopefully I can. All right, Maggie says, I saw a review that one of the new Urban Decay is awesome and one is less awesome. I can't remember which one. People are saying that the Spectrum is better than the Vice 4. That's kind of the general consensus. Amanda, I've been waiting to try Makeup Geek and ColourPop and I still haven't. Definitely try it. I honestly, I'm dying over those Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow, not the foiled, the ones you just came out with. The duochrome ones, those look amazing. I want some so bad. Okay. Thank you. I'm reading Tabitha's comment about she's coming back, look busy. It's so funny. All right, Nikki, so many people have Makeup Geek and I'm bad now enough. I have ColourPop and now I want to try a new indie company. Makeup Geek is actually really good, has really good eyeshadows, so. All right, Nikki says, I have a letter holder. I need to look at them. Yes. The letter holder that you talk about for eyeshadow palettes, like the one that I have over here, this one's awesome. I got it at Marshall's in their their office supply section. And I just got really lucky. I found it, I think it was like 10 or 15 bucks. And I've used it for years. So it's pretty awesome. All right, Roxanne says, how about anything from the balm, especially since they're on Hot Look? Well, let's see. Well, I'm dropping things. I ordered the Nude Dude, so I can't speak to that one. The Nude Tude, everybody I see review this thing always says that they never reach for it. Like, it's very rare that I see anybody say that, yes, this is an amazing palette and they use it all the time. It's got great shadows, great quality, but I don't reach for it. One thing I don't like about it is these two shades are about the same shade, and these are super dark. Like, there's nothing. There's no brow bone color. There's no, this is kind of a dark for a transition. It's just a weird setup of colors. And that's what I'm finding about the balm eyeshadows, is they're amazing quality, but they're weird setups of eyeshadows. Meet Matte Nude. I have a whole video on all of the balm products that I owned at the time. This is a very fantastic eyeshadow palette for matte shadows. This is an amazing transition color, this Matte Abdul. But again, I don't reach for it. I don't reach for it because as a complete palette, it's just weird to use. They needed a champagne color in here. There's no champagne color. All you have is this white. So it just makes it weird. It's always missing things in the balm palettes. Here's another one, the Rockstar palette, Balm Jovi. Okay, this one's a little bit better as far as the choices, as far as it having a nice transition shade. This Allegro is a nice transition shade. It's got nice brow bone shades, but again, it's just a weird selection of colors that don't really go together. I mean, they're just like the purple and the green. I mean, I guess if you want to do a nice high contrast look, but it's just a strange selection of colors. And I think that's all of the Balm's eyeshadow palettes that I personally own. Let me look and see, make sure I didn't miss any. I think that's all the ones that I own. I might own more. And some people here might know which other ones that I own that I don't know where they are. But yes, those would be the ones that I own. I mean, they're very high quality shadows. They're just weirdly selected colors. Shannon says, your dog is barking too. My dog was going nuts. I'm so glad he stopped. I don't know what happened and why he stopped, but I'm so thankful. Mickey says ColourPop is great too, but I like the shimmery ones more because the matte ones are hard to blend, so I would really use them as a transition shade. Yeah, and I have kind of the opposite thing going on where I like the shimmery ones. I don't like the sparkly ones. The matte ones haven't been a problem for me. I usually use my fingers and tap them on where I want them and then blend them in. But honestly, I don't know if I'm going to buy too many more ColourPop eyeshadows. Even though they are good quality, I don't find them fun to work with. if that makes sense. They're the creamy texture. It's just, they're a pain in the butt for me. Like, they don't work well with a brush for me, and I just don't enjoy using them. So I probably won't buy too many more ColourPop eyeshadows. It's just not my taste. I know a lot of people love them, but I personally prefer their lip products. That's just me. And their highlighters are amazing, and their blushes are amazing. And I don't prefer the bronzers. But blushes, lip products, and highlighters, those are the ones I like from ColourPop. That's just me, though. It's not that they're bad. It's just a personal preference thing. Maggie says barking is worse for you than it is for us. Not a problem. I know. It was terrible, and I couldn't even. Oh, my gosh. I couldn't even. I'm so glad that that's done. Yes, Kyra, I'm totally with you. She says she loves the ColourPop lippies, but I can't stand the glitter fall out all over my face from their shadows. I am totally with you. I am sorry that your dogs were barking, Tabitha. I apologize. Nikki says she doesn't get much fallout from the ColourPop, but she doesn't know why. It might just be the primer that you're using. I'd be curious to know what primer you're using. Laura says, I can't get ColourPop here either. Nightmare. Oh, I'm so sorry. Comfort Zone Wet n Wild is a fabulous eyeshadow palette. It really is. It's amazing. $5. $5. Sherry, oh, I like your hair, just joining. Hi from Oklahoma. Hi to Oklahoma, and thank you so much. I'm so glad you like my hair. It was definitely a risk. I took a risk on it. I jumped in. I was like, I want my hair looking like it was dipped in paint. That's what I want, and that's what I got. Let's see. Calista says, hi from Oklahoma. So happy to see you, Jessica. Hello. Some things are like in context, so I'm having trouble following along with some of the comments. Nikki says, stay away from the naked smoky ack. That's good to know. Crystal says, I'm late to the party, so you may have covered this, but single pan eyeshadows that don't break the bank but still have great quality. My favorite single pan eyeshadows, you know, I've heard really good things about the e.l.f. single pans, but I don't own any of those. The Milani Bella eyeshadows are amazing. And the Pacifica ones, believe it or not, these Pacifica eyeshadows are actually very, very good. I got these in subscription boxes. This one is in the shade Treasure. But look at this. Look how creamy that is. Can you see that? Let me swatch. I have swatches from a video I shot this morning. Shot my What's on My Face for this look. That's going to be exclusively on the What's Up in Makeup website, whatsupinmakeup.com. But yeah, I mean, look how beautiful that is. And these are very, very, they're vegan, cruelty-free, no parabens, no petrolatum, stuff like that. So these are really, really good. Also, if you're willing, I mean, this is a little bit pricier for a single shadow, are the, where are they? Where'd they go? Oh, here we go. The L'Oreal Infallibles are amazing if you are willing to spend, I think they're like $6 a piece, $6-7 a piece, something like that. They might be $6.99, but they are compared to the Giorgio Armani. I think they're the same company, L'Oreal and Giorgio Armani, the Looks to Kill, or Eyes to Kill. But they're fantastic quality. They really are. This one's an iced latte. It's very famous for being fabulous. It's a wonderful, wonderful shade. Let me see. Are there any other ones that I have that are amazing? Oh, this one here. This is the L'Oreal Infallible in where's the shade? Amber Rush. This is another really good one. Swatch this one for you. This one is fab. It's so creamy and buttery. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Amazing. 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 It's like got like comes like a rosy kind of tone to it. So pretty. So pretty. All right, let's go to the next comment. But those definitely, but again, I've heard good things about the e.l.f. ones as well. Let's see. Kyra says she hated the Naked 3. It turned into purple muddy mess on her face. See, I've definitely heard those kinds of things. Elizabeth says, anyone have any good fall drugstore lipsticks? Lipsticks is going to be another week, but I don't want it to neglect you. I've been really into liquid lipsticks lately, so I haven't really been using as many regular lipsticks, but honestly, I love the ColourPop lip products. They're amazing. They're so moisturizing, the lippy sticks, and I personally really like the liquid lipsticks. They are a bit drying, so you might want to wear them with a balm. Put a balm under it, and they'll keep more matte, and if you put a balm over it, then they'll be a little less matte, but the ColourPop ones really are fabulous. So I'm going to move on from lip products. This is all about eyeshadow, but yes, those would be my recommendations. As far as in the store, I really like Rimmel's lipsticks. I like that formula a lot. Also, Milani's is nice if you can get past the really strong fruity smell. Wet n Wild has some really good lipsticks that are super, super cheap, but to be careful of the deeper ones, the brighter ones, because they do tend to bleed, so you want to make sure you use a lip liner with those. But, you know, They're $1. So those are just some quick lip recommendations. Let's see, Ulysses. Hi, Meyerly. Oh my goodness. I know you, Meyerly. Hello. Good to see you. Hi, Tina. Okay, Tina says, I have a naked 1 and 3 and love both of them. I would agree that they're worth the price of 3. You really have to like the color range, which I do. Everyone can use. Yep, I agree. I think that it's one of those that it has to call to you. Yes, Amanda, Haute Look is on the balm is on Haute Look today. Everything's 50% off. I do have a video about every product I owned by the balm about a year ago. If you want to check that out, you can get a lot of recommendations for things from the balm if you're interested in that. I also have my Haute Look referral link down below if you want to hook me up. I get $20 anytime anybody uses my Haute Look referral link. Everybody gets it. Anybody that signs up for Haute Look gets a referral code. So I do have that on my videos if you ever want to give me $20 toward Haute Look stuff. That's how you hook me up with that. But I always want to be honest and transparent about what I get from you clicking on my link. You can always just go to HauteLook.com, of course. You don't have to feel like you need to click on my link. But if you do, I can get more amazing things to review on the channel. Charlotte says, yay, I made it. It's 11 p.m. over here. Lots of love from Belgium. Oh, that is so awesome. I'm so glad that you're here. Laura says, I bought one today, Elizabeth. Oh. The Color Sensational and Divine Wine. Ooh, yeah, the Color Sensationals are very nice. They tend to be a little drying on me, though. I don't know why. Kyra says, I pronounced her name right. Oh, good. People call you Kira. I bet they do. But your name isn't spelled Kira. It's spelled Kyra. I'm glad I pronounced it right. I'm glad you spelled it phonetically. Natasha says, first time I can make it, excited to be here. Excited for you to be here, Natasha. Happy dance for Kyra. Happy dance for Kyra. All right. Peratos Emsa. Naked one is good if you like shimmer. I have fall down with them, so I never use mine. Oh, no. Make sure you use good primer. Use good primer. Definitely. Oh, I'm so sad that you have fallout from it. And definitely you want to make sure, because it does powder up, you want to make sure you tap your brush off before you place it on your eye. That may help as well. Hello there, world. It's me, Jen. You just made me scream in a good way. Hello back. Sounds like I'll be investing in the naked palettes. It was a holdout. Thank you for being honest. Absolutely. Come on, Sephora sale. I know, right? I'm waiting for it too, girlfriend. You and me both. You and me both. Okay, it's skipping down a little bit. Okay, Crystal. Oh, yeah, I love the L'Oreal Infallibles and the e.l.f. ones. What about a little single pan refills, though, where you can create your own palette? Coastal Scents, man. Coastal Scents. Let me show you my Coastal Scents palette. Honestly. And I will tell you, because I'm always honest, this I got with dollars that they gave me to spend in their store from doing a review of the Reveal palette. So I did not purchase this. I did not pay for it. I was given money to spend on the website, and this is what I made. But I'm being honest with you. Hashtag not sponsored. Staff, you know, hashtag not sponsored. Here, this palette, I made this. I designed this. This was my fall palette. And I love this thing. These single pans are amazing. They're $2 a piece. There isn't a pan in here that I don't like. Now, are they the most amazing shadows ever? No. I like my Kat Von D, the Kat Von D Vida Loca brights last longer on the eye than these, but they're really easy to work with, very easy to blend, and they're cheap. They're really cheap. And then the palette's cheap. I think the palette's like maybe $10 or $15, maybe $10 for the palette. And these also fit MAC pans. So if you had some MAC pans that you wanted to put together, you can get a Coastal Scents palette if you don't care that it says Coastal Scents on it, and use this as well. But really and truly, I love this. I did a getting ready with me on Periscope using this palette last week, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I definitely recommend those a lot. Yes. Tabitha says, does anyone use the Makeup Revolution palettes? I hear they're good dupes for the nakeds. I've heard that too. I have not tried them yet. I've thought about it, but I haven't. Sherry says, I apologize. Cat just walked across the keyboard. I was wondering what all those weird random things were. Oh, that's so funny. All right. Bad Kitty Beauty. I've been wondering about buying ColourPop. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird formula. It's very wet and creamy and wet. So it's not the easiest formula to work with, but they really are beautiful shades. They're gorgeous shades, but it's really difficult to work with at times. Daughter in Snow is talking to Sherry. Okay. JK Kirsch. I can't wait until Christmas. I want the Naked 3 and the Tarte Blush Palette. Now I just have to convince my husband. Yes, I saw a review on the Tarte Blush Palette today, and it looks pretty nice. I don't think I'm going to get it. I got last year's, and I hardly ever use it, so I don't think I'm going to get the one this year. And the Naked 3. I think I'm going to pass on the Naked 3 as well, but I've heard wonderful things about it. I really think, like someone was saying earlier, it just has to call to you. Melissa says, I got my coffee ready. I'm so happy to join you today. And you know, I'm so mad I don't have any coffee right now. Like it was 4:59, and I was like, I don't have any coffee. Like, really? Like, I don't have any coffee. Like, I can't believe it. I can't believe I don't have coffee. Like, what? This is my first chat that I don't have coffee. So I'm jealous right now. You have coffee and I don't. Tina says, I'm getting ready to buy the Mug Duochrome shadows. I know, I really want them, but I haven't gotten them. I should get them. But then they were sold out of some of the ones I really wanted, so that made me want to wait until they were back in stock so that I could get all of the ones I wanted in one shot. So I don't know. All right, thoughts on the Vida Loca palette. All right, this is what I used today. Let me put those reveal palettes down. This palette is so fabulous. It really, genuinely, truly is. Like, I want to take out, I want to do a full review on this because it really is amazing. And let me tell you why it's amazing. It's amazing because I feel like I can use some of these brights at work. I'm not even kidding. Like right now, this eye look, I wouldn't wear to work because it's too smoky on the outsides, but if I toned it down a little bit, like if I didn't use this dark color, but I use these light colors instead, and then use some of these neutrals to balance it out, I can wear brights to work. I wore brights to work the other day. I wore these purples to work. This purple I had on my eyes at work. And the reason why it's possible is because these shadows are so stinking blendable. Like you pack on that color and they blend out so beautifully without blending away. And it's really, truly my dream formula is this palette. And she had released, not last year, because I didn't like that palette last year, but the year before she had released a holiday palette that I fell just in love with as I am in love with this one. And it's just, I've never had shadows that are this easy to work with. It just amazes me every time I use it. I've used it. This is the second or third time I've used it. Trying to remember. I think this is the third. Oh, I hate to say it. I don't want to say it. It's either the second or third time I've used it. I used it today on my eyes. And this is in the What's on My Face video that's going to be exclusively on the website tomorrow. This one here, this right here is the one I have in the outer corner. I have this popped in the middle, and then I have this to blend out the inner corner. And then I have this for the brow bone. And then I popped a little tiny bit of the black in the outer corner just to deepen it up a little bit. And it was just so easy. It was so easy. And that's the way I feel about the Naked palettes, is it's just, they make it so easy. And when you fight with eyeshadow with so many different palettes, like for example, Veronica, who's wonderful and sweet and fantastic. This palette did not work for her. She was one of my friends from the What's Up Makeup app. This didn't work for her, and she was so kind to send it to me. And this palette has some beautiful shades in it. Don't get me wrong. It has beautiful shades. But I can't work with this palette. I can't work with it. It is a pain in the butt to work with. The shadows muddy together, or I can't get them to look the way I want them to look. It is a pain to work with. I will still use this palette as individual shadows if I need one of these colors, but I rarely will reach for this for an entire look because I don't like the way these work with each other. And it makes me super sad because this was super hyped on YouTube, and I know a lot of people love it, and I don't love this palette. And it really makes me sad, and I can see why it didn't work for Veronica. I can totally see why. I'm still going to keep it, and I'm still going to use it and give it love, but it's not as lovely as I thought it was going to be. So I thank Veronica for giving me that experience, and I'm really, really glad to have it though. But it's not all that it was supposed to be. It's not, it doesn't do what it needs to do in order to make a functional look for me. So that's just my opinion. All right, I've been talking too long without answering any comments, but that's my thoughts on the Vida Loca palette. And I really love it. I love it. Beauty Hall 411, best Instagram channel ever. Not Instagram channel, Instagram account. Follow Beauty Hall 411. Jen, I got the Mug Duochrome sets, pans, and loose pigments, and oh man, they're amazing, especially the loose form. You're killing me, dude. Okay, I gotta go on and buy some. Everybody keeps telling me this. Sherry says she loves the Nude Tude. It was the first one of the palette. She needs to revisit it. Okay, and it's one of those things where you're revisiting it because you let it go, because it's not very functional. It works really well. but it's not functional as a palette. It's hard to work with. But I'm with you on revisiting it. I like to revisit it every once in a while too, but it's never going to end up in the front. I'll tell you that. Hello world, it's me. Good question about the balm. Forgot about the sale. Yes, it's going to be in the news show tomorrow for What's Up in Makeup. Let's see, Kiki. Somebody's texting me. Let me make sure it's not somebody that's telling me something bad about. Okay, it's yay or nay Nicole. She says she wants to join the chat. Oh, that was 32 minutes ago. I missed it. All right, yay or nay Nicole. She's our sales and deals reporter. She has a channel. She's awesome. Let's see. Okay. The Balm's Desert Bronzer is so nice. I should have gotten that. See, I ordered a couple things and I didn't order that. I should have ordered that. Sherry says, well, I love the Meat Matte palette. I use it for one color while using another palette. I agree with the color choices. Yes, exactly, Sherry. It's one of those, like the Tartelette palette. I just reached for like 1 or 2 shades out of it. And then Jay Nesta says she likes the Balm Jovi palette. The shadows are great. It's just hard for me to work with as a palette. Nikki says she has the Dude one and never reaches for it, but it's pretty. Man. Indie Kitty 1, hey, how you doing? So glad that you're here. Crystal says drugstore cream eyeshadows besides the Maybelline color tattoos. I don't have any for you, girlfriend. Because I honestly like drugstore cream eyeshadows. Honestly, I don't like cream eyeshadows a whole lot. I find them difficult to work with. I would much prefer powder eyeshadows, so that's why I don't reach for them. But if anybody else has any suggestions for drugstore cream eyeshadows, at Crystal Rose, CRYSTAL space Rose, ROSE, and give her some suggestions on some drugstore cream eyeshadows besides the Maybelline color tattoos. All right, first time in live chat. Hello from Hawaii. I do not want to butcher your name. I'm not going to do it because it would be disrespectful for me to try. So just know that I appreciate you. Roxanne says, thanks, Jen, for the info. Also, ladies, thanks, ladies, for more of your suggestions. No problem, girlfriend. Sherry says, I just received the Kat Von D Shade Light Eye Contour Palette. Do you have an opinion on it? I don't own it. I thought about buying it, but I bought the contour, the face contour one instead, and I wish I bought the eye palette. I've heard wonderful things about it. Shannon, hey, Shannon. Shannon sent me some amazing things yesterday, and I'm still dying over the things Shannon sent me. And I always tell people, like, don't send me stuff because I'd rather you spend money on yourself. And she wrote in her little note, I know you say don't send you things and blah, blah, blah. But I did it because I wanted to. Mwah, love you, Shannon. Okay. She says, I also find that I have to be careful because what a lot of people find to be a good transition color is sometimes too dark for this pale girl. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's true. Go for those taupey colors. That's what I do. I go for taupeys. Nikki says, I love them for lit colors and fun colors. I use them too much. Probably the color pop is what we're talking about here. Let's see. Yeah, Shannon says she has to see that palette in person before deciding. I totally agree. Oh, I'm so glad Bad Kitty Beauty couldn't even hear my dog. Oh, good. That makes me feel so much better. Emily, I actually have been experimenting with the ColourPop eyeshadows using sponges, and it works really well. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Bad Kitty Beauty says she's allergic to Wet n Wild. Oh, no. Wow. All right. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you for the suggestions. This is why I love chat, because I love learning from you all too. Nikki says, I usually use the Urban Decay and Eden for primer, and a lot of the time the NYX milk before applying ColourPop. I need to get a new milk. My milk is a hot mess. I've had it for way too long. It's old. I need to get a new one. Indie Kitty 1, I have a way to apply fallout prone eyeshadow. Whoa, clue us in, girlfriend. Give it to us. Emily says specifically the Real Technique sponge in the Beauty Blender. Oh, I thought you were talking about like sponge applicators. That's interesting. I never even thought about doing that. Oh, well, there you go, to apply ColourPop eyeshadows. Interesting. Sherry said, glad to hear, she's talking to Kiki. All right. Hold on a minute. Scroll down, scroll down. Okay. Oh, the melt stacks. Oh, I've seen the melt stacks, Nikki. They look gorgeous. There's no way I'm getting them, though. They are way too expensive. Bad Kitty went off subject. Your hair looks great. Thank you so much. I'm really enjoying it a lot. It's definitely different. I'm really loving it. Indie Kitty 1, Jen, Coastal Scents for single eye pans. If you want depotted eyeshadow singles, yes, absolutely. Totally agree. Totally agree. Kathy. Jen, I was late, so you may have already talked about this, but what about Wet n Wild's Walking on Eggshells? It's another good, inexpensive option. Yes, amazing. Totally agree, Kathy. Great suggestion. Well done. Well done, Kathy. Totally agree. Tina says L'Oreal does make the Giorgio Armani brand. Yes. And I really think, because Lily Spurgeon, who is my high-end reporter, had sent me some of the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill shadows, and I'm telling you, it really feels like the same quality. Let me see if I can find quickly the one that's similar to this one, to the Amber Rush. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is, right here. I found it. It is number 9. This is the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill, and we'll swatch that next to the Amber Rush. I mean, it's different in tone, but you'll see it's like in pigmentation, like, oh, wow, it looks even like the Amber Rush might even be more pigmented. Look, right up here is the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill, and then there's the L'Oreal. So, I mean, based on this wasn't packed as good, though, as a L'Oreal, so it might have to do with that. But honestly, like, from that swatch, I like the L'Oreal better than the Giorgio Armani, but I haven't tried this on my eyes in a while. It's been a while since I've tried it, because you guys know that when you swatch something, it's not necessarily the same as when you put it on your eyes. So I'll have to play with that again more, but you can see the swatch. All right, Princess Violet. Never bought the Naked palette since I had the revealed 1 and 2. But girlfriend, I'm telling you, it is totally different quality. Totally different quality. And you guys, you know, like, I'm a fan of Coastal Scents, but these palettes are not nearly as easy to work with as the Urban Decay Naked palettes. I'm just going to say it straight out. They're not. I think that the original Revealed is the closest. If you have the original Revealed, oop, I'm dropping things. This is the closest to high-end shadows. But the 2 and the 3, especially the 3, is not easy to work with compared to the Urban Decay Naked palettes. I mean, you can do it. If you got some skill, you can do it. It can happen. But if you don't want to work for it, this is not... That's my opinion. That's my opinion. And honestly, I would get the Hot Pots over getting these. Like, pick some Hot Pots, make a palette, rather than getting these. I really do feel like they're a different quality. And also, I feel like the shadows in here are, well, this one's actually pretty good, but like the shadows in here are hit and miss. There's about a third of these shadows that are totally powdery and terrible, in my opinion. I don't like them at all. I'm getting hard pan on them, and it just, they don't make me happy. But this one, though, the original one, is actually pretty good. This one I like. And like I said, you can get them to work, but it's not as easy as the Urban Decay. It's really not. And I wish I could say that they were the same, but I'm not going to lie about it just because one's cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Or one's, you know, I'd rather be able to say the cheaper one is better, but I can't. That's my opinion. But everyone has different opinions, and everyone has a right to them. So, Nikki says the e.l.f. smudge pots are nice for bases, for super quick eye looks. I've heard that. I do not own any, but I've heard that. Daughter in Snow says, oh my gosh, I can't wait to chat about lipstick. I need help. Yes, we'll do a lipstick chat. Do you think we should do lipstick chat next week? I think we should. I think we totally should. Okay, let's see. e.l.f. smudge pots again. Meyerly says, ColourPop lippies and Maybelline lipsticks are so moisturizing. I found that the Maybelline ones are drying to me for some reason. I don't know why. They're a little drying me. I don't know. Good drugstore fall blushes. See, that's another show as well. Drugstore fall blushes. And honestly, I can tell you I don't own a lot of drugstore blushes because I have so many high-end blushes, and I get so many blushes in subscription boxes that I don't really get a lot of drugstore blushes. I can tell you that my favorite ones right now are the JCat Beauty ones that JCat Beauty sent me. You can get these at some Ultas. These are amazing quality. I love these. Also, Wet n Wild's blushes are amazing. The ones from Coastal Scents, if you're ordering from Coastal Scents, these are super, super, super pigmented. They're very difficult to work with because the pigmentation is so insane. You have to use a super fluffy brush, like really fluffy, in order to get those to work. The City Color, if you can find City Color, their blushes are also super pigmented, but they're a little easier to work with than the Coastal Scents. These can be found at Five Below or on their website. Let's see, anything else that I have that's drugstore? The NYX blushes are really nice. I like NYX blushes a lot. Those are great. That's one of the few NYX products that I can vouch for 100%. I don't think I've ever gotten a NYX blush that I didn't like, where most of their products are hit and miss for me. They are, but the NYX blushes are fab. I really like those a lot. All right, Terry. Hey all, Terry from Kansas. Just received my first Too Faced palette and I chose the semi-sweet. I have blue eyes combo. Any suggestions for the best look? I don't have the Too Faced semi-sweet, but if you guys want to help out Terry, at Terry Lee, TerriLee, and then you can do Nifty and Thrifty is the rest of her name. But I'm sure there are a ton of looks on YouTube, but I don't own that one, so I can't speak to it. I'm sorry. All right, hello there, world. It's me. Would you do one of these chats when the for sale is approaching and also for the holiday collections? It would be nice to get ideas and suggestions from you and everyone. Sure, absolutely. I think they would be great to do that right before the Sephora sale. I think that would be a wonderful idea. Absolutely, I'm totally with you. Calissa K, are MAC eyeshadows worth buying? Okay, I am not a good judge of this, and I will tell you why I'm not. These are the only MAC eyeshadows that I own, and most of them are terrible. So I know this cannot be a good representation of what MAC eyeshadows are all about. This is a Cinderella palette that it was called Stroke of Midnight. Cinderella thing got me, and I don't enjoy this palette at all, like at all. It has, let me see if it has the shades in here that are in here. It has Vapor, Floof, Omega, Quarry, Satin Taupe, and Stroke of Midnight. My favorite shades in here are Satin Taupe and Floof. The other ones I could totally do without. This is Satin Taupe. And then this is Floof. Let me see if I can swatch them. I'll swatch them on the inside here. But these are fun to work with, especially Satin Taupe. Satin Taupe is amazing. But I've also heard that in these MAC palettes, they're not the same as they are sometimes in the individual pans. So I can't even. I know there are people that swear by those MAC shadows, swear by them, and I just don't have enough experience with them. So. All right. Indie Kitty 1 says, Jen, your makeup looks very soft and romantic. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Sam says, off topic, but the Balm's blushes are amazing. Yes, they are. The Balm's blushes are amazing. Totally agree. Every formula of the Balm's blushes are amazing. I personally am very partial right now to the Staniac ones because they do last a really long time, but all their blushes last a long time. And the bronzers, all their cheek products, like their highlighters, fabulous. Sherry says, I adore both chocolate bar palettes. Just jump in and experiment. The teal color has a base to show up, but so pretty on the lower lash line and accompanying eyeliner under it. So she's giving suggestions for that semi-sweet. I want them, but I'm probably not going to get them. If they came out with a third version, then I would consider, but the semi-sweet didn't call to me for some reason. The original still calls to me. Every time I go in the store, still calls to me, but I don't know if I'll ever get it. All right, we got 15 minutes-ish left. I may stay on a couple extra minutes. We'll have to see. Let's see, keep going. Okay. Elizabeth says, is the Coastal Scents palettes worth the money and hype? I feel like if you're going to get Coastal Scents, get the Hot Pots. Don't get the palettes, in my opinion, except for the original Reveal palette. The Hot Pots are awesome. I actually have individual reviews with swatches of all three Revealed palettes. If you go to my channel and search for the Revealed palettes, you'll find reviews on all three if you want to check out more and my original opinions of them. But yes, get the Hot Pots. Design your own palette. That's my advice on the Coastal Scents tip. Maggie says, and everyone, my new obsession is the Bare Minerals 5-in-1 Cream Shadow Primer. They're gorgeous and perfect base color, and they have sunscreen too. I have 9 colors. I have never tried those. That sounds amazing, though. I want to try that. That sounds amazing. All right, Nurse says, hey, Jen, love from Istanbul, Turkey. That is cool. So love to Turkey. Absolutely. Marissa says, I like both as well. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's okay. Okay, oh, it skipped down. Let me see if I can find my way up. Okay. Okay, let me scroll down. Okay. I'm getting there. Sometimes I get behind and I have to click and it scrolls all the way down. Kyra's talking about her name. Yes, my mom did spell my name phonetically, but Kira Sedgwick ruined it for her. She doesn't. It's Kiera would be better for Kira. Sarah says, what's your favorite makeup brand? Overall, I would say my favorite makeup brands, I guess it just depends on, what's up, baby? I'm in chat. He said, sorry if I interrupted your chat. Okay, I will talk to her in 10 minutes. She's not supposed to go past a certain point on her bike, and he's tattling on her. All right. I told you. She's like, I told mommy that you did. All right. Favorite makeup brand right now, high end. See, it was Too Faced until I bought that terrible holiday palette. The one, the Grand Palais or whatever palette thing was horrible. And now I'm like, Too Faced, you're not my friend anymore. So right now I'm feeling Kat Von D right now, like totally feeling Kat Von D. As far as drugstore brands, right now I guess Maybelline is probably my favorite right now for drugstore brands. They've been really impressing me with a lot of their products lately. But yeah, Kat Von D. Kat Von D. I'm waiting for her to come out with more products because she discontinued a lot of my favorite stuff. Her blushes I love. I love her liquid eyeliner. The tattoo liner and Trooper is amazing. So those would be kind of my favorites. Daughter and Snow, what's the best primer for the eyes? Best primer for the eyes. I have a few that I really like. Let me see if I can find the one that I'm thinking about off the top of my head. It might be buried. Okay, I can't find it. Because I think it was one of those ones that I took it on vacation and then I never unpacked it. Okay, because I haven't been able to find it. The Urban Decay Primer Potion, the anti-aging one, is amazing. I also really love the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly as a primer. And then Mica Beauty has one. It's very, very overpriced. I got it in a subscription box. Their primer is amazing. But the most easily accessible ones are the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly and the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer. I feel like the anti-aging primer is better than the original, in my personal opinion. I do feel like it has some anti-aging benefits. I see less... My eyelids seem a little more taut when I use it regularly, but I had to use it regularly, like straight 2 weeks in order to see something. But I feel like my shadows are more vibrant and they stay on longer with that one versus the original. So those are my favorites. Also, for drugstore, the e.l.f. one is my favorite one from the drugstore. The Milani one is also really, really, really good. MAC shadows are a tad overrated. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. Marissa said your favorite color and a naked too. Oh, girlfriend. That's like picking between my children. Okay, my favorite, probably, I can even tell you, it's YDK. YDK is my favorite. YDK. YDK right there. Oh my gosh. I die over this color. I die over this color. YDK. Definitely. No doubt about it. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. Yes, the original Urban Decay Primer Potion is on sale at Urban Decay, I believe. They were on HauteLook. I think they were only like $6 a piece on HauteLook at one point. Sherry says she loves the Smashbox 24-hour photo finish and the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Mm-hmm. Yep. The photo finish, though, like it's silicone based, so it's not right for everybody. Emily says MAC shadows are more expensive. Worse for my opinion. Interesting. Steph was like, hashtag not sponsored. That's my thing with Steph when we're on Periscope is hashtag not sponsored. All right, Kiki, Too Faced primer is great. And honestly, I feel like the Too Faced Shadow Insurance primer is equally as good as the Urban Decay Primer Potion. So it's really whichever company you feel like supporting. I really feel like they perform exactly the same. I've done like a test where I've done one on each eye and they both perform exactly the same. Kyra's saying the Smashbox 24-hour eye primer. Maybe I'm thinking about the face primer that's the silicone base. I don't know if I've ever tried the 24-hour eye primer. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I misspoke. I think I've only ever tried the face primer. Sherry says drugstore Fergie primer is not too bad. I didn't have good luck with that one. But everyone's eyelids are different. But I didn't have good luck with that one. Bad Kitty Beauty, Urban Decay Primer Potion. Meyerly says, seriously, if you were sponsored, I could care less because I know you take the sponsorship lightly. And that's why I don't get a lot of sponsorships, because I tell them I'm going to be honest and I'm not going to do a commercial. And then they say, nah, never mind. That's happened to me 3 times in the past couple of months where a company was like, honesty, nah, never mind. Because they want to give me actual money, like hundreds of dollars to make a video. I'm like, sure, as long as you're cool if I'm honest. Bye. Forget it. I don't need the money that bad. You guys are more important than money. You guys, that's what it comes down to, is compromising my relationship with you is not worth any money. That's what it comes down to, because you guys are way more important. All right, Kathy says, Avon shadow sticks are really nice. Ooh, they're on par with the Mally ones. Ooh, that's good to know, Kathy. Thank you so much for that. All right, Jen, how does Morphe individual shadows compare to the Coastal Scents ones? I don't know Morphe shadows. I don't own any. So I can't speak to the Morphe ones. I'm sorry. I've heard really good things about the Morphe shadows, though. Let's see. Oh, Sarai, hello. Hi, sweetie, love you. Have you tried the Rouge Bunny Rouge eyeshadows? They can be pricey but underrated in my opinion. I've heard really good things about Rouge Bunny Rouge Pouche. You know, Laura from Mrs. Little Lynn turned me on to that brand, but I don't own anything by them because they are so pricey. I just haven't invested in any, but I have heard wonderful things, and they are cruelty free and all of those good things. And I know Sarai has a channel, Sincerely Sarai C. It's Sincerely and then Saraic. She does all natural, cruelty-free, organic kinds of makeup reviews on her channel. Great channel. But yes. I think a lot of those cruelty-free brands that are only sold on their website don't get enough love because if they're not sold at a store, you can't earn points and all those things. At least that's why I don't give them as much love as I could. Yeah. I wait for sales. Maybe they'll have a good sale. They were just on Look not that long ago, but I still passed. I don't know why. I should have gotten some. Kiki's talking about the Urban Decay Primer Potion is amazing. And then Meyerly says Makeup Revolution are really good. I need to try those. Tina Marie says her favorite primer is the NARS one, which I have not tried. Sounds cool. Sherry says I want to try Makeup Revolution for the naked dupes. I can't make myself buy the Urban Decay ones. I heard they have them line at Ulta now. I've heard that too, that they have them at Ulta. But I haven't tried it. And I have an Ulta not too far from me. I should go by there and check it out. Yes, and then Daughter and Snow, I'm so with you with shadow falling onto my cheeks. Drives me bonkers. I cannot stand it. And the Urban Decay one, because I said I was going to talk about the Urban Decay one. Where'd it go? Where'd you go? Where Advice for? I know you guys probably see it and like, Jen, it's right behind you. These glitter shadows do have fallout. I did have a problem with fallout with these through the day. Like my cheeks were covered in glitter for the glitter shadows there. Yeah. I'm still planning on keeping it at this point, but I haven't used it enough. I might end up taking it back, but right now I'm pretty happy with it. Kyra says, I just saw MAC Shadow Combos do one side look with the chocolate palette and the other side with Makeup Revolution, and love with the chocolate. I love chocolate, and they were almost identical. Cool, man. I will definitely have to check that out. Marissa says, what's your favorite ColourPop color, and which two would you recommend? Okay, so the thing about the ColourPop shadows that I own is I got them all in sets, so I don't know if they're even available individually. But let's see. I really like this one in Snakebite, I think. Is this one? Yes, this one in Snakebite is amazing. It's like a gold, but I don't know if you can get that individually or not, but this one's amazing. I love that one. This is the only single one that I bought, and this one, no, maybe it is, no, that's not the one I bought individually. Let me see if I can find, I like their metallic-y looking ones. Those are really good. This one in Cornelius is really nice, and I don't have them in the sets anymore, so I'm not sure which set I got these in, but this is just a matte brown. I don't know if you can even see that, but I really like that one a lot. But yeah, they're all in sets. This was the one in a pickle that I bought individually. And this one is not as pigmented as I hoped it would be. When I put it on my lid, it just isn't pigmented. Like it's just very light pink. I mean, it's okay. It's just, I wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be a little more poppy than it is. But yeah, that's my problem with shadows. And I honestly don't plan on buying any more ColourPop eyeshadows unless they come out with something that really calls to me. This is another one that I got in a set. This is called Glow, and it's just like a creamy nude. So this is a really nice base. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a really nice base. This one, see, a lot of them have fallout for me, so I'm not even going to talk about those. But those are kind of my favorites when it comes to ColourPop. But I hate that I can't give you more advice on those, especially on ones that you can buy singly. Okay, sorry. Nursita, I'm going to say Nursita Carey. Love this from Melbourne, Australia. Oh my goodness, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, Nerdlingful, who is Tabitha, she says, hey y'all, if there were What's Been Makeup coffee mugs, would you want one? That's a great question. Would you get one if I made What's Been Makeup coffee mugs? Would you buy one? Be good to know. All right, Marissa. Oh, she's talking to Marissa. Nellie says, my favorite eyeshadows are the ColourPop ones. Which ones do you like, Nellie? I would be really, really curious to know. Tina Marie, if I were in Maryland, I would run to Starbucks for you. Oh, thank you so much. That's so nice of you. I'd settle for just a cup from my kitchen. That would be amazing. Emily says, we've been kind of touching on this in chat, but I'm curious, out of all the Holly palettes coming out, I'm sure everyone's got at least one must-have. What's everyone's must-have coming out? I can't wait for the Mega Pro 2. I know the shades aren't as lovely as the original Mega Pro, but I really, really want that one really bad. And then I wanted the Vida Loca really bad, and I'm so glad I got it. So glad. Even if for some reason, I think this was out of stock on the Sephora website, even if this becomes not as available, I'm definitely keeping that one. I'm on the fence about the Vice 4 at this point. Shannon, good to know. So she would buy a coffee mug. Daughter in Snow. Oh, Jen, thank you so much for hosting this. I just found you and I'm totally loving this chat. I'm so happy you're here. Oh, that makes me so happy. KJ. Hello, KJ. Oh, you broke your glasses. Oh no. Thank you very much for the feedback on the mug thing. Much appreciated. If you don't know Tabitha is high up in the What's Up in Makeup food chain. She's my website designer and my friend, and she's trying to get some things together and help me out with things. She's helping me kind of produce the show at this point. She's amazing. So whenever you see Marilyn Full, know that she's a great person to ask questions about all the behind the scenes stuff for What's Been Makeup. She doesn't do anything with the app, but other than that, she works with a lot of different things. So let's see. Bad Kitty Beauty. I want the Kat Von D palette so bad, but I just can't afford it. I don't know what to tell you. Well, we were talking last week about budgeting your money, and then I don't know, everybody's situation is totally different and priorities are totally different. And there was definitely a time when I could not afford those kinds of things. So I know where a lot of people are as far as affording high-end makeup and whether it's truly worth it. Because if this was 10 years ago, I wouldn't be buying all of this. There's just absolutely no way. I wasn't in a situation where I could buy it. So I totally get you. I totally feel you. Like when I was in college, I definitely lived off Lipton noodles. Like I couldn't, that was where I was. I was going to college full time. I was waitressing full time. Over the summer, I worked 90 hours a week. So I totally get that. And I don't know what your personal situation is, but we did do a chat last week on budgeting. So I don't know if there's some tips in there that might be able to help you a bit, but there's bigger priorities than makeup when it comes down to it. So, all right. Tabitha, you're funny. Okay, Sherry says, this is so much fun. I love talking makeup. All my friends and husband, my mom are so tired of me obsessing over makeup. You and me both, girlfriend. They just don't get it. You and me both, girlfriend. We are all kindred spirits. That is so true. Who is texting me? Okay, Sandra is talking about, Sandra's at the IMATS Toronto, and she's saying it's a small show, but perfect for her and her mother-in-law. They got to meet several award-winning and nominated artists and chat with them for a bit. She also got to meet Stella from Face Off. That's kind of cool. Really cool. Okay, but anyway, moving over here. Yes, it is really fun to talk about makeup because, we have our passions and, there are things that we love that a lot of people just don't get. And it's nice to be able to be in a community of people that understand each other. And that's what I always hope the What's Been Makeup community will be. And I love that people are starting to get to know each other and starting to be friends that have nothing to do with me. Like people are developing friendships and doing things that don't have anything to do with me, which makes me so happy. Like I love it. I absolutely love it. All right. Marissa says, what's a good dupe for the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette? There isn't one that I know of. I don't know of one. It's very unique, very, very unique. So it is actually 6:02. I just noticed. Let's go ahead and I'm just gonna go to Sarai real quick. I really want the Marc Jacobs Beauty Holiday palette, but now that way you're talking, I want the Kat Von D palette. I need this. I may need this instead. I'll have decisions. And you know what? The Marc Jacobs, I actually just returned a Marc Jacobs palette, one of the longer ones. Not because it wasn't good quality, because you only get, I think there were maybe 8 shadows in there. Something like that, 6 or 8 shadows, and for the price, it just wasn't worth it. And the color selection just wasn't a complete palette for me, and it just wasn't worth it. Even though Marc Jacobs is really high quality and really good, really easy to use, I don't know if I'm ever going to buy any more Marc Jacobs palettes, just because I feel like they're overpriced. When you can get things that are $10, $20 cheaper that are the exact same quality. You know what I'm saying? All right. Oh, Yaby. Yes, Daughter in Snow, Yaby. I actually tried their foundation and loved it. I've never tried their eyeshadows, I don't believe. I can't remember. Yes, I think it's Yate, or is it Yabby? It might be Yabby. But I know they're at IMATs and stuff, so if they're at Generation Beauty, I'll definitely have to check them out. All right, it's 6:03. I should get going. Nellie says, "What's your work, Jen?" Oh, working full time. I'm a teacher full time. That's what I do. I'm a resource and special education teacher, mostly a resource teacher, meaning that I go into classrooms and I help kids that either need things to be more challenging for them, or kids that need things to be broken down a little bit more. I pull small groups of kids working on different skills and things, and I love it. It's a fantastic job. I absolutely love it. So I was a fourth grade teacher for a while, but I like this job much better. All right. Unfortunately, I do have to go because my kids are they're still playing outside, but I got to go ahead and start making them some dinner. So I thank you so much for being here in chat. It means so much to me, and we are going to be doing another chat, an early morning chat again next week. Next Sunday should be the 10 a.m. chat on Sunday again, and then on the last week in October we should be having the evening chat. Let me see what week that is and make sure it's not Halloween. Let me look. I just have to look and make sure. Sunday night would be November 1st. So we'll say on October 25th will be our evening chat tentatively. You never know what comes up, but we'll say October 25th will tentatively be the evening chat on Sunday night. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much. And don't forget to go to the What's Up and Makeup app to continue conversations. It's available for Android and for Apple products. You can go to the What's Up and Makeup website and go to the forum for additional information and different additional chatting opportunities for the What's Up and Makeup community. We also have a What's Up and Makeup Facebook page that you can join to join that community. There's just lots of opportunity to get to know each other and be a part of everything. So thank you again so much for being here. Mad love to you, my friends. I'm going to read the rest of the comments, even though I won't be able to comment back, but I'm going to read the rest of them before I go. And yeah, thank you for being here. Mad love. And see you tomorrow morning for What's Up and Makeup. Bye.